again, se rejoindre, if you didn't then name anybody or have a pronoun. So for example, if I said, I'm going to join them, you know, je vais rejoindre mes amis, I'm going to join my friends. We joined up, on s'est rejoint, you know, that's slightly less common. So if you were saying to somebody, where are you guys? Okay, you by the church. Okay, I'm going to come and join you. Je vais venir vous rejoindre. Yeah, rejoindre. So that is anywhere that you could possibly say join Kimberly, that is the word that you'd go with. So if you're going to join somebody or someone else, rejoindre is fine. But that's kind of the idea that rather than meeting, that one person's there and you're going to come and join them. Same as in English, all right? So that, again, would allow for the reflexive, the reciprocal pronoun quite nicely, you know, but more commonly with a name. Like, I'm going to join them, I'm going to join Luke, I'm going to join, you know, Luke's group, whatever, okay? Side note, that is not the verb to join a gym or anything like that. That would be s'inscrire à, to sign yourself up to, all right? So far then we've got rencontrer for the first time, which could be used, you know, with the pronoun, yeah. We've got retrouver for subsequent times, which could be used again with the pronoun, and we've got rejoindre. Another common one which is really important is voir and aller voir. So or venir voir, come and see, go and see. Cannot stress how common this is in French. So one of the things that happens when you are really troubled by the translation of a word in English is just to say, we don't maybe use that word so much in French. I don't mean literally the word to meet, I mean a translation of it. So in other words, yeah, I'm going to go and see them in town. Moi, je vais aller les voir. Je vais aller les voir. Ouais, on s'est vu. We saw each other. So this is also very important if you are saying the verb to visit somebody. You do not say visiter with a person. You can visiter un endroit, a place, an establishment, but a person you would rendre visite à. So I'm going to visit him, je vais lui rendre visite. It's indirect, or je vais rendre visite à ma grand-mère. I'm going to visit my grandma, who's really not very well at the moment, bless her. So, and normally with visit, it's not like we'd visit each other. Well, unless you were saying over the years, we used to visit each other. Pendant des années, on se rendait visite. Or nous nous rendions visite, but generally with visit, it's somebody's visiting somebody else. So like I said, you could say that, or you could just say, oh, I'm going to go and see grandma, je vais aller voir. I'm going to go and see. So voir is just so, 1 second, we've got another little problem. So voir is just so common. Okay, I'll meet you at 4 o'clock. Okay, on se voit à 16h. Let's see each other at 4 o'clock. On se voit à 16h. More formal usages. So, a pleasure to meet you. Enchanté. So, c'est un plaisir de vous rencontrer because it's the first time. Yeah, to meet you for the first time. Or de faire la connaissance de quelqu'un. C'est un plaisir de faire votre connaissance. C'est un plaisir de faire ta connaissance if you were tutoring somebody though. But if it's the first time that you're meeting them, if they're a younger person, possibly, but by definition, if it's the first time you're meeting them, it would obviously heavily more likely be in the vous voir language. It would be you'd be using vous. Oui, bonjour monsieur, c'est un plaisir de faire votre connaissance. Okay? So that is enchanté, you know, whatever, pleasure. That is another thing to meet for the first time in a formal way. What other words for meet have we got? If we've got the pipe meets the wall, or, you know, some form of, you know, we've got touche, touches, or joindre without the rejoindre. Yeah? To meet the requirements. I'm not sure if you've met the necessary requirements. To satisfy, which is a very easy verb to do in French. You just take faire, and then you're going to add satis at the beginning. S-A-T-I-S. Satisfaire. To the armies met on the battlefield. Les deux armées se sont affrontées. So to come up against, affronter. I've come up against lots of problems. I have had to affronter beaucoup de problèmes. Good Lord, you don't know the half of it. Yeah, so that is another one. A meeting, the noun, Okay, so that again depends on how formal we are. So une réunion will be a business meeting in a professional company. If it's an appointment, albeit with a professional person, okay, like as in where you go out to it, okay, more than likely. So if it's a meeting within your career, within your job, within the remit of what you do, so for example, I need to go to Paris for a meeting, j'ai besoin d'aller à Paris pour une réunion. Yeah, réunion. Notice the accent on the E, R-E-U-N-I-O-N. If it's like, oh, I've got a meeting with the doctor, you know, an appointment, un rendezvous. Okay, so that can be both social and also, you know, pseudo-formal, but not within your career. In other words, like sortir un rencard for a date with somebody, yeah, un rendezvous is fine. Remembering that réunion is feminine, like all ION words, and rendezvous is masculine. So you could use a noun. Okay, so moi j'ai un rendezvous avec rather than just I'm going to meet. So you can use a noun to get you out of the problem, Kimberly. From réunion, we've obviously got the verb réunir. But that's not as common. That's like bring back together. So, you know, like a little bit like reunite, like friends and things. So whilst it's slightly more common than in English, I wouldn't say, oh, we've got a meeting at 4 o'clock. On va se réunir à 16 heures. No, I would just say, il y aura une réunion. There is a meeting, okay? But the verb does exist, réunir. So in other words, my main ones to be focusing on are rencontrer for the first time, retrouver somebody else if you already met them, rejoindre if you're going to join them. All of those three can be dealt with reciprocally. If you're in any doubt, voir. I mean, even for the first time, oh, I saw Luke's brother last night. You know, j'ai vu le frère de Luc. You know, you will sometimes in French hear frère à quelqu'un rather than de as well. So yeah, but yeah, so basically those are the main ways of saying meet. If there's anything that I've not done, if I've not met your requirements, then do please write write it underneath. But a basic bitch here is to not overuse rencontrer. That is what we're saying. Really, that's the main thing. The rest are just optional. The rest are just, you know, depending on how comfortable you are using reflexives or reciprocals. But the main point here is if it's not for the first time, sometimes it will convey that it is for the first time. So, for example, I met my boyfriend, she says. J'ai rencontré mon copain suggests the first time. Where did you guys meet for the first time? Last night I met my boyfriend. Hier soir j'ai vu mon copain. Hier soir j'ai retrouvé mon copain. Hier soir on s'est retrouvé, on s'est vu. You know, I hope that makes sense. So I hope this has been useful. If it has, please do click like. Please subscribe if you're not already done so. Can I remind you there are available podcasts to purchase on vocab, grammar, yeah, all the grammar we've done, and one-to-one lesson podcasts where you hear people trying to translate. Can I also remind you we have a December meetup on the 14th, and anybody who's either in the United Kingdom or going to be in it over Christmas for London, London, you are very welcome. Wants to come especially, you are very welcome to come. Please drop me an email. All the information is underneath in the description box with contact details. Okay, guys, it's a pleasure to have met you, and I will speak to you next time.